why, brothers and sisters, you have to understand, and as Ibn al-Qayyim, I believe, have said this once, that there are, the Shaytan, when he attacks son of Adam, he attacks him from the, he quantified the number of doors, or the levels of how Shaytan attacked the human being. He said, Shaytan tried to attack you first by kufr, leaving Islam, or denying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he can't, then the next step is what? Associating things with him. Yeah, not disbelieving Allah, but worship something with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, associating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What about if he can't, if he fails to do that? Then the next thing he was trying to do, he tried to, for him, he would make you commit big sins, al-kaba'ir. And we're going to be talking about this in a minute. And then what about if he cannot, prevent you from committing kaba'ir? The next thing he would try to do is for you to commit the sagha'ir, the small sins, and he would make it piles and piles of small sins. What about if he cannot prevent you from committing sagha'ir? He would try to make you, for instance, do things that have less priority in the deen. Like, for instance, he would for instance make, if you have a choice between for instance, if I'm going to the masjid, and I saw a pile of trash, the Shaitan might tell you, well, why don't you clean the trash, and then that's better for you before you go to prayer. Which one is more important, cleaning the trash or going to prayer? Obviously, going to the prayer is more important. But here we're not saying that don't clean the trash. No, it could come later. So he would mess up your priorities. What about if he can't do that? He would make you dwell in the mubah. Meaning what? Meaning that he would, for instance, make you do things that are allowed. Let's play too much games. This is if some of these things are allowed. Let's watch too much TV. Let's do so much screen time. Let's let's eat too much. Do all of the mubah. What about if he failed all of this? He would send his Satans to fight against you. And this is the level of the prophets. So, brothers and sisters, not all the sins, not all the sins in the same. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for instance, said, "In tajtanibu kaba'ir ma tunhawna anhu, nukaffir ankum sayyi'atikum." If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, part of His mercy, He said, if you avoid big sins, huge sins, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would forgive you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would forgive you.